friends? Welcome back to another episode of Two Idiot Girls. Ooh. For this week, we are doing most embarrassing fangirl moments.
Yes.
And that is because we were inspired by ourselves because...
I'm so inspired by me.
You know who inspires me the most?
Me.
We went to 2 back-to-back Jonas Brothers concerts on Broadway.
Boy, did we.
It was so fun.
It was a blast.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. I met so many of you there.
Mm-hmm.
I think what was crazy about it was I didn't remember. Well, I was quickly reminded, but I didn't remember off like top how loud those concerts are.
Yeah.
I forgot almost because I haven't seen them in concert in like 15 years.
Yeah, since like 2009, 2008.
Yeah. So I forgot how loud it was, but it was, boy, did it take me back. Take me back to a time.
We had a time last night.
It was so much fun. They are still so good live. So much joy. So much fun.
You know what I felt? Joy.
It really kindled joy for me. That's for sure.
Wait, I do want to address this. Drew has a little bit of a cold.
I do.
So if you hear her sniffling, I'll try and cut out as many of them. But to be honest, I'm not going to.
If you saw my head whip around really fast right now, it's because I had to sniffle. But it's not COVID. I tested myself already. It's literally from lack of sleep.
Yeah.
It's pure exhaustion. I have been... In the last 2 weeks, I've slept maybe 6 hours. So she caught up to me.
A woman on the go. We had the Oscars. We finally get to talk to you after it. Our last episode we filmed before we went.
Oh, yeah.
So much fun.
Lots of fun. Listen, y'all, I did not meet Paul Mescal, a.k.a. Logan Lerman.
I'm just glad that you remembered his name right now.
I did not meet him. Well, he was next to me. But the only reason I didn't is because he had already spoken to the person that was covering for Instagram.
Yeah.
So they were like, oh, we don't need to talk to him. But he did see me and he did kind of wave to me. So, I mean, I was like,
do you think he's hot?
I can't speak to that. I simply can't.
So I watched After Sun.
Yeah.
On the plane. I feel like watching movies on the airplane is stupid because you don't have the same viewing experience. Because then I watched 1,000 video essays on the movie and I was like, oh, I wish I watched it at home.
Okay, for me, I feel like I do get that.
You know what I mean?
But sometimes I feel like if I am ever going to watch it, the plane is the place. Because I have no distraction because I can't use my phone.
Sure.
I'm just so easily distracted.
I just had so many questions. Then when I watched the video essay, and on my TV, the brightness was broken too. So
I hate that.
I also was going like this, squinting really hard. So I feel like I didn't have the same movie going experience.
Probably.
But I just started watching him in Normal People, which is the show that made him famous.
Yeah.
And he could get it. He's bomb. So I get it.
I can't speak to it.
And he's Irish. They all have accents.
But I will validate you.
Thank you. I can always count on you.
He waved at me. He was just like, and then I was like, you know what I mean? I just
stupid. And no, she didn't meet Pedro Pascal. Stop fucking asking.
So many people. You know what's funny is Brittany texted me when I was literally sitting in the Oscars, watching the show.
Both of her worlds colliding in there.
Yeah, Brittany texted me and she was like, well, and then she texted me, did you meet him? And then she texted me, give it to me sweet.
Both her crushes were in there. Austin Butler.
Oh, that's right.
And Pedro Pascal.
Here's some tea that you guys should know about the Oscars. A lot of the main people, they do not stop at all. They don't stop for any interviews. They'll do the live. They call them the lives, which is when they go on TV and they're standing there and they're like, oh, what are you wearing? Or whatever. When they're fully visible, head to toe. And then a lot of times they'll be like, I'll come back. They'll walk past you. And people will be like Michelle Yeoh, for example, she walked by and they're like, Michelle. And then she looks and she goes, I'll be back. And she never comes back. They did that a lot. Jamie Lee Curtis did that and she did come back and I did get to talk to her, which is shocking and awesome. Typically, though, they never come back.
Did you tell her I loved your work in Freaky Friday?
I didn't get a chance to. Honestly, Jamie Lee Curtis is intimidating.
Oh, really?
She is so intimidating. Not in a bad way. She's just she listened so intently that I thought she was offended by what I asked.
Yeah.
But she wasn't, not even a little bit. She thought my question was very insightful. She told me after, she was like, great question, by the way. So she liked my question. She just like, she listened so like that I felt like I upset her when I asked. Because I only got one chance with her. They said you got one question for her. And I was like, okay.
What color's the carpet?
And you know what's funny? What color is the carpet? I don't know if I'm allowed to tell that story. I wish I could.
Don't say who it was. Just say what happened.
I did watch someone get absolutely flamed by an A-list celebrity. I personally, it would have melted the skin off my face till I was a skeleton head. I would have ran and laid in the middle of Hollywood Boulevard, waited for a truck to run over me.
And that's my time. Thanks for having me, guys.
I told Dason what happened, and Dason was like, I would have quit on the spot.
Yeah. I'd be like, I'll be right back, and start sprinting through the carpet to get the fuck out of there. It's crazy having been down there and then seeing what it looks like. Like, you don't think it's going to look like that.
No, not
Do you know
at
what I
all.
mean?
Like, the way they film it is so, like, it's so
tight. Like,
it's such a tight squeeze. But, like, when you see me, like, in the wide, it looks normal.
Did anyone you saw did you go, wow, they're way better looking in person?
No. Not really. Where
you're like, I mean, I guess Paul Mescal looks nice on camera. Then you see him in person, and you're like, never mind.
You have to empathize with me. I thought he was Logan Lerman. So like when I saw him,
that was before you went, though.
But I'm just saying I had no frame of reference for what he would look like in real life.
Sure. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was thinking Logan Lerman.
Okay.
I will say though, he's taller than I thought he would be.
Okay.
So is I texted Brittany and I said, she said, did you meet him? And I said, I did not. I said hi to him from a distance. That's as far as it went.
You said hi, Pedro?
Well, he looked at me and I just waved and then he waved. He could have been looking at the
That's my favorite thing to do at concerts is to just wave at whoever's on stage.
One
day someone's going to wave back.
He looked right at me. He could have been looking at the guy behind me, but I doubt it.
I didn't know his sister was nominated for an Oscar. That's why he was there.
I did not know that either.
Yeah, I think she did a documentary or something.
That's cool. That's so sick. Wow, what a star power family.
Does he look like that in person? Like online?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Drew said he's tall, you guys.
That's what I text Brittany. She said
she's seen him though, which is ridiculous.
But yeah, but from far away too.
Yeah.
I saw him like from here to the phone. That's how close he was to me. I told her I text her, I'm so sorry to report to the leader of Roski Nation that I did not meet him. However, I can confirm he's much taller than you'd think. I feel like when you look at him on the TV, he looks like average size, like he'd be like 6 feet. He could be like 6'2", I think. Like
I think they dress him and sometimes it makes him look like he's short. Like he'll wear like long coats. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe it's because he wears a lot of layers a lot of times. I don't know, but he's surprisingly tall. Like his sister is tall too. So maybe they come from a tall family. I don't know. And then I was like, I feel like that information might send you to a hospital. To Brittany, and she was like, this just ruined my day. Thanks. So she put a heart.
Because Brittany's kind of tall too. Brittany's like 5'8", 5'9".
No, she's like 5'7". She told me.
Oh.
She's taller. Yeah. Like tall for
I don't know,
a
like
woman.
What, maybe like 6'4", probably.
Dason's
I love lying.
Her like measure of height is so fucked. Like she'll be like, they were at least 6'5", and they're like 5'11".
Sometimes I'm right, and by sometimes it's like 1
Never.
out of 15 times I'm right.
So I did not meet Pedro. I did.
She said Austin Butler's really tall.
Yeah, he's super tall. He's probably like 6'4", 6'3".
Do you think he's handsome? He's not ugly.
No, he's not ugly by any means. Here's the thing about him. He is so thin. Like really thin in person. I like much thinner than I thought. Like maybe he's thinned out since Elvis. I don't know. But like in Elvis, he seemed more like 6'2", right? In real life, he looks like 6'4", but he's very thin. So like him and The Rock had like a conversation. Them sitting next to each other is insane because they like they're two extremes of the human physique.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's tall. He's just a beanpole. Like he's real thin. Not my vibes. But
not your type. I get it.
Yeah, but he stopped for one person, like one big media person, and then he left too. He didn't talk to anybody either. I mostly talk to like directors, cinematographers, like
You got to
visual
meet
effects
Halle
people.
Bailey though.
I did meet Halle. She is gorgeous in person. She is just as pretty in real life as she is online. So sweet, like she brought her brother who she talked about a lot, which was really sweet of them. She was the sweetest person alive. She was great. Who else did I meet?
The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock again. We reconnected, me and him. He remembered me, which was very nice. I told my handler, I was like, the talent wrangler that I was working with, I told her, I was like, he's met me before. He has to remember me. I'm sure he does. And his publicist was like, oh yeah, he knows her. Yeah, he'll definitely stop for her. So like a lot of you who saw my clip, like I said, they don't stop for everyone. Otherwise they'd be there all day. So like they pick and they choose. He did one before me, and then he said he would stop for me, and then he left. He went to the lives, and then he went inside. Like he doesn't want to do interviews.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he might have done variety after me, but then after that he left. So they pick and they choose, and that's just, I guess, normal. But that was my first time doing something like that. So
Fun.
Very cool though. Everyone. I've said this before though, not just with like A-list celebrities, but like everyone is so much smaller in real life than you'd think. Maybe I'm just the biggest bitch alive, but
I think that's what it is.
everyone is so small. Why are you making everyone look so small? It's because they are. I'm not small by any means, but
yeah, I think so too. Did you see Miles Teller on the carpet?
I didn't see him on the carpet. I did see him at the after party.
Oh, we saw him at the after party.
He's
from
tall
far
too.
away. Yeah,
tall dude. Who else did I see? I'm trying to think of like people that would interest you guys.
Did you see Florence Pugh?
I did see her. Yeah, I did see her. She's kind of small too. Short. Everyone's so short. I'm like, maybe that's why The Rock is like brother to me. Because he's not the only
giant brown
jolly
person.
green giant in the room. Yeah.
Did you see like everyone from everything everywhere all at once?
Yes, I did. I saw all of them, including the Daniels. So
That's
I saw
cool.
all of them. Amazing. But anywho, what a hoot the Oscars was. It was a lot of fun. It was a good time.
Oscars, then we went straight to New York to go to 2 back-to-back Joe Burrow concerts, and here we are.
And now here I am with the sniffles. Thanks a lot, New York.
Thanks a lot, New York.
Thanks a lot, New York. It was freezing.
But it felt
cold.
Good. It felt nice.
Not when we first got there, it didn't.
No, you're right.
Because we got stuck in that flurry, whatever the fuck. When it's snowing sideways, what the fuck is that?
But it doesn't, when it lands, it disintegrates. So it's also like, how's that
So
snow?
it's almost just like little knives just like blowing. Like, what a miserable
awful.
time. Yeah. When we landed, it was flurry. But after that, it was actually pretty nice. It was pretty sunny. So, which was cool. It was still cold outside, but it felt nice. But anywho, yeah. I am but a shell of a human right now because I'm so tired from the past 2 weeks.
Lots to do.
I was telling Adam when we went to the airport, because when we got home from the Oscars, we had like maybe 10 hours at home, and then we had to get on a flight. We had to get on a flight at like 6 a.m. the next day. So when we got to the airport, I was telling Oscar, I was like, Jet Setter. Oh. I was telling Adam, because I was talking about the Oscars. I told Adam.
We didn't get to meet Oscar if you guys saw my vlog.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I told Adam, Jet Setting live, but like with tears in my eyes. Jet Setter.
No, literally, that's how it feels.
With tears in my eyes. I'm like, this is the life.
I know. I was telling Michelle today when she was doing my nails about how we almost got stranded in New York, and you were like, I can't do it. I just can't.
That was so bad, dude. I didn't think I was going to make it.
That's why I told her that how they forgot to leave my keys, so I didn't have a house key. And I told her that I was like, I would have pushed me over the edge.
I
was so tired that I didn't even care. My dad came running out to give me my keys. He goes, I'm so sorry. And I'm all, to be honest, you guys are so lucky. I'm so tired. I can't even be mad. I'm just mildly annoyed. Can't wait to get home. Thank you. And went home.
Dude,
This is the life.
Okay, so wait, what was the bit?
We're never gonna remember.
We did remember though at one point. Okay, anyways, I'll tell you guys another
you
bit.
guys, there's like 2 to 3 bits we keep thinking about. We're like, dude, we have to bring these to the pod.
It's so annoying.
I never remember. Did you watch? Did someone tag us in this video for the "That's Piss" meme?
Yeah.
So we got tagged in that one. We've seen it. It's hilarious, right?
Yeah.
There's another one where this lady's showing her tub. Have you seen it? It's like her son's tub, and she goes, "We had a little bit of an accident. It's literally like brown water."
Ew.
And he goes, "To me, that looks like piss," or something like that. So someone said the lore expands. No, it was definitely like brown piss. It doesn't look like poop, but I know. Anyway, sorry.
No, this is a bit that we kept using in New York. Like every trip we go on, we have like
I thought of one. Sorry, go ahead.
We have a bit that we use. It's almost like our mantra for the trip.
You have to, yeah.
We have to every single time. This one it was
Wait, chill them the one you did in Hawaii with Billy, and then you called me to tell it to me.
Which one was that?
It was like vacation.
Oh yeah.
Do it, hurry.
Wait, no, I'm gonna tell the one in New York first.
Okay, sorry.
The New York one was this. I'm looking forward to cracking up. Do you guys remember the meme? Like that clip of the little brother from Lizzie McGuire?
I'm really looking forward to cracking up.
Because, I haven't cracked up in a while.
You know what's funny about that bit is that was like funny a year ago. Not funny anymore.
Dude. But we just we resurface shit like that and then we can't stop saying it. So
and this bit only you and I were doing. No one else.
No, that's not true. Adam laughed when he showed him the video.
No, but I'm saying we were the only one doing it. I didn't say
anytime someone asks me,
what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? I'm like, well, I'm really looking forward to cracking up.
Bring back cracking up.
I think that's just because that's us always.
It's just
literally me.
It's just such a little kid response. And I told Drew, have you seen where he's being interviewed?
I knew it was a premiere.
Like what movie he's gonna go see.
I knew it was a carpet. I just didn't know what
do
for.
Do you guys know what movie he's about to go see that he wants to crack up at? It's Osmosis Jones.
And that movie's not even that funny.
I'm really looking forward to cracking up.
I guess you could say, then we would add to it. I guess you could say looking forward to cracking up.
Okay, wait, tell him the vacation one.
Oh yeah, so me and Billy went to Hawaii. My local girls will love this joke, but if you've been to Hawaii or just know enough about Hawaii, maybe you'll laugh too. But anytime tourists go to Hawaii and they rent a car, they almost always either get a Jeep or a white Charger with a convertible. Yeah. No, a white Mustang convertible.
Yeah.
Every time. I don't know why that's the most popular car to rent. The Jeep kind of makes sense, I guess, but there's no real off-roading. So
unless you want to die. Yeah.
Unless you want to drive off a cliff into the ocean. So they always rent a convertible Mustang. Like a white one, a white convertible.
Or red. They'll sometimes get a red one.
Or red, but it's always white. In Hawaii, it's always white. I don't know why. And so me and Billy were in Hawaii, just the two of us, and we were this was years ago, and we were there and we were driving to the beach, and we saw this white family, and they were in, it was all women. No, wait, no, it wasn't. It was a family, and they were all in a white convertible, and they were putting down the top. And I've told Billy before, convertibles embarrass me. There's no cool way to put the top down. Every time you do it, you're you know what I mean? And it's going
Even then, when you're stopped at a light and you're just your top's down, it's just embarrassing.
It's just embarrassing. It's just one of those things I can't explain. And so I was all right. When I was looking, I was top down, vacation mode on. So now every time we go on vacation, we're vacation mode on. You know how those switch? You know those shirts that say vacation mode, and there's a switch that says on,
and it's green. I was gonna say the first time I went to Coachella, I pulled up behind these girls that were in a convertible, and they were all riding with their hands on the roof. I kept going, ooh, Coachella. Whole main character syndrome.
It's just Convertibles are embarrassing, but it's okay. Like, if you want to live your cringe life, live your cringe life.
Do it. It's not
Dude,
hurting
I'm not
anyone.
stopping you, but I am gonna make a joke.
I am gonna crack up at it.
But one thing I will do is I will crack up.
I guess you could say I'm really looking forward to cracking.
You can say I'm really looking forward to cracking up.
If you guys don't know that meme.
You have to say it like that, like cracking up, like that.
Just haven't cracked up in a while, you know. If you don't know that meme, look it up on TikTok. Just type in "cracking up kid meme" and you'll find it.
God, dude. That's so. Every time we go on a trip, we have a bit, and that's always we have like a joke that. we say.
I know another one. So Drew didn't watch all of Travis Kelce's SNL.
I saw the
episode,
American Girl doll,
but the
one.
American Girl doll one was probably the funniest bit he did.
Yeah,
and there's this part where he goes, "Don't worry, she's on the pill."
Yeah, he goes, "Don't worry, she's on the pill," which is funny when we talk about it literally in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
We just say that for anything.
It doesn't even have to make sense.
Yeah, we're like, "Don't worry, she's on the pill." So literally anything. Anywho, those were our bits for today. The way we're constantly talking about bits because we have so many.
There's other ones that we keep thinking of and we never remember to say.
We're never gonna remember.
I'm like, ooh, that's a good one. Never say it.
Rip, honestly.
So, anyways, we're gonna move straight into some of these embarrassing fangirl moments.
Oh yeah, like okay. So I was vulnerable this week and I posted one of our cringiest fangirl moments to be documented.
Yeah.
Not to say it's the cringiest, it's just one of the only ones we have on tape.
We have proof of, yeah.
And a lot of you were surprised, which I don't know why, because I feel like I've told you guys many times I was a big ass fangirl back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe that's just because of how I present now. Doesn't lend towards that, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the parameters are for looking like a fangirl, but I guess I just don't look like one or seem like one until you see the hardcore evidence.
Mm-hmm.
I did want to tell you this though. So for those of you who didn't see it, go see it. I used that video for an ad and I am not ashamed of it. If there was any time to show it, it was for that.
Just for the ad.
But the part that everyone kept making fun of was when we had the tiniest HP laptops and she literally held it like this, like so it's open facing out, and she was pressing the thing to take pictures of the walls so you could get
the webcam. With
the webcam, because our walls were completely covered. Like 3 out of the 4 walls of our room were covered.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "Welcome to the Jonas sphere." And like so many of you were like, someone said, "What if we kissed in the Jonas?"
What if I knocked you out in the fucking Jonas sphere?
Someone's like, "I want to get married in the Jonas sphere." Dude. But anyways, the picture of my bed is the one with the window and the curtains. And I was like, I told Dason, I'm like, "I like how I didn't make my bed, but you still took that picture," which is nice. And then someone literally wrote in there on my video, and they were like, "Now, Drew, what's going on with those curtains?" Because they were all fucked up. You know those little white curtains on the window?
Did they have the pockets on them?
Yeah, and they came with the house. Yeah. They're all torn and dirty.
I thought they were going to talk about the OCTA poster.
No, that was my first modeling gig. No, but someone said, "No, what's going on with those curtains?" And I said, "Those came with the room when I moved in." And she goes, "And you didn't want to change?" Never mind.
Now, what if that was my last reason?
What if that was my 13th reason? And see, that is proof that the people who love me are far funnier and roast me way better than any man ever could.
Yeah.
Because that's fucking funny. She ate me up.
Someone said I licked my teeth in that video, and I went and watched it 3 more times. I was like, no, I didn't.
Her getting insecure. Because you brought up something.
You wish I licked my teeth.
No, I didn't.
You know what's crazy too is that she cut out the most
worst part. Someone said it just kept going, which is like, okay. But then I was like, I cut out like the worst 4 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Like there was like another 4 minutes. At least it felt like 4 minutes.
If we reach 1 million subscribers on Two Idiot Girls, I'll unearth the footage.
It is really bad.
1 million subscribers.
When I tell you it's bad, it's bad.
We just hit 21K, guys, so we have quite a way to go.
Yeah, if we hit 1 million subscribers,
I'll show the whole video.
But see, now people are gonna be like, "That's what Drew said when she was gonna hit 1 million and read her."
But she doesn't know where that. She doesn't know where it is.
I looked for the fan. Okay, look.
Wait, speaking of the fan fiction, we found the cover to it in my photo bucket account. I'll put it right here.
Yeah. Okay.
We also unearthed my photo bucket and it was really bad.
For those who aren't familiar with the lore of our Jonas Brothers fan like era, I wrote a fan fiction by hand because I'm a colonial woman. Mm-hmm. And I wrote it in a notebook, multiple notebooks. I think I took up like 2 whole notebooks and I wrote it. There was like 10 chapters.
Yeah.
And it was very detailed and very specific. And I said when I hit 1 million, when I started growing on TikTok, I said like when I hit 1 million, I would go live and read it. And I hit 1 million really fucking fast after that, which feels like pointed, like you guys are trying to hurt me.
Yeah.
But I honest to God can't find it. I think it's in the attic of my parents' house. So I have to look, but I literally can't find it anywhere. So I know I didn't throw it away because I'm a hoarder.
Yeah.
And part of me fears that it was so cringe I did throw it away, but I don't
feel like you did. But if you feel like you didn't, then you probably didn't.
I don't think I did though, because I never throw anything away. I have some shit from I have underwear from 10 years ago. Or maybe
you didn't throw it away. Perhaps our dad did because he always does that.
Yeah, my dad he'd be throwing shit away to declutter.
Yeah.
But anywho, the point being that I hand wrote it and Dason was going to type it up and put it on MySpace because we made a fan account. And so that's the artwork that you see is the cover, which is why I posted in the video when we saw their concert recently us singing to Can't Have You, because that was the inspo to my fan
I'm not
fiction.
even joking. That's the best Jonas Brothers song.
It's really good.
It's the best one.
But that's
even they said this is our best song we've ever written.
But it was called Don't Want to Fall Asleep.
Yeah. Oh, that hurt my stomach a little bit when you said it.
Anywho, so
here's the artwork that I clearly stole and just fucking wrote on top of
and changed the saturation.
Not
levels.
even. I think I just wrote on it.
Really?
And there's literally a watermark in it. That's why I'm some graphic designer.
You do what you can when you're 13 years old.
And all you have access to is photo bucket.
Oh, and lots of people were like, "Oh, was it smut? Like the fan fiction?" No,
that wasn't a thing till One Direction. Yeah, stuff, I want to say
that was not a thing with Jonas Brothers fan fiction. It was so new at the time. So
maybe it was kissing, but I don't think.
Yeah, it was kissing, but it was not dirty. There was no sex in my thing. No. I was also 12 when I wrote it.
No, I know, but people were like, I was 12 reading One Direction smut. Different times,
different
times.
I'm an old woman compared to you all. Yeah. So. But I was such a descriptive writer, but I did not write smut, not at all. Yeah. They did kiss in it, but that was it. I wasn't even in the fan fiction.
No, you're Team Miley. Team Miley on God.
I wrote Miley and Selena into the fanfic, but
they were friends.
But they were the main characters. I wasn't even in it. Some fan fiction.
I know. It's just fiction of real life.
I do remember an outfit though. So specifically.
Well, definitely high top red Converse for sure. No?
That was I'm not kidding. My favorite part of the story was writing the outfits.
Did you like reading One Direction fanfics where they had links to the outfits?
Yes. Or they say play this while you read it.
Oh. And it's raindrops.
And it's Gimme Love by Ed Sheeran.
Dude, that's a good song.
It is. And you know where I found that song? Vampire Diaries. So proof that I've been an Ed Sheeran fan since the days.
An Ed Sheerhead, if you will.
A Sheerhead. Anyways, I remember very specifically an outfit.
Okay, hurry up and then we're going to get into this.
Okay. The outfit was literally after tour. I remember it was after tour, after the show, because they're on the Best of Both Worlds tour in my story. And she comes back and she's like,
does she have Uggs on?
No, she's getting ready to hang out with the boys.
With the boys, okay.
So she goes to the room and she just tosses her hair, puts a little
a messy bun.
No, Like she just takes it off the wig.
Yeah,
You know how Miley had that hair at the time? Like that was in her extension era.
Okay.
Where it's like real thick and long. And I thought it was her real hair.
Yeah.
It was like that auburny color.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I described her hair as. And then she wore white jeans.
Skinny jeans.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like bright yellow Converse. Like high top Converse.
Okay.
And
wait,
then,
like yellow or like neon yellow? Or like a lemon yellow?
Like a
sunshine yellow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a bright yellow. Not a neon.
Okay.
But bright. And then a royal blue top. Like it had like
She's like a big UCLA fan or something.
You know how colored Converse were like the thing?
Yeah.
And she wore that, and then she had bangles on one arm. I remember that. But I remember the outfit so clearly in my head because I remember when I was...
Wait, blue top, was it like a baby tee or is it like a
It was
V-neck?
like she had like a white tank top underneath it.
Of course, yeah.
And then...
Modesty is everything.
Yeah, it was like a royal blue t-shirt, but it had like sleeves, but they were a little puffy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And it was like a scoop neck and it was tight.
Okay.
And she like pulled it down and she was like...
She had a white like wife pleaser underneath? Or is it like a cami?
No, it was like a cami.
Okay.
Yeah, underneath it. And then she put her bangles on one arm. And
big like wet seal vibes.
Yeah, and then she had a big black tote. I remember that. I was big into totes at the time.
Like a Birkin?
No, like an icing. like you go into icing the store and you buy the biggest black tote you can find.
From Target?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you go in there and it doesn't have a snap, doesn't have a zipper, just
a big hole.
The handles just go like that and that's how it closes.
Like pleather?
Yeah. And then she puts it over her shoulder and then she put on a scarf too.
Wait, what color was the scarf?
It was just like a black and white scarf. So
like
lots
stripes or
no, like just like mixed together. Like
okay.
just lots of colorways going at the time, but she thought she was killing it. So she was like, that looks really cute. He loves me in blue. And I remember like, I wrote like she wore blue because it made her eyes look more blue. And that's true fan fiction poetry. That's how you know I'm
You
real.
have to remember where you came from.
Yeah.
You know?
Remember your roots.
Yeah.
That's the only outfit I remember. And then I remember the rest of the story, but that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want to share anything else? That's good.
Though there is a part where she finds out something devastating that makes her run outside and it's in the rain.
Okay.
And
then did she write before the storm while she was out there?
No, that was Lines, Vines, and Trying Times. Come on.
Oh, this is before that.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is like a little bit longer.
Okay.
No, so she
does he write pushing me away about her?
No, he writes Can't Have You.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Duh. No, she runs out in the rain. They're in New York. Of course they are.
What part? Who knows?
I don't know, but I had her run to the arch. Where's that? Washington Square Park?
Yeah, you worked there.
Yeah. I had her run there.
Okay.
And she's sitting under the arch, no one in the park.
Nice. So they're like Greenwich Village, Midtown.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's like sitting and she's crying and he like finds her.
Under the arch?
Yeah.
I don't even know if you can walk under it. I feel like they have
No, you can, but it's not like something that would protect you from the rain because it's so big. You know what I mean? Like, but I said it as if they were under a bridge.
And then out of nowhere, this voice comes up to her and asks her, do you want to be interviewed for TikTok?
By a TikTok star, and it's me.
I love your blue eyes, by the way. Your shirt really brings out the color of your eyes.
Dude, it's so bad.
Yeah.
I do remember that part, but
that is pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm not proud of it.
Anyways, dude, if we get to 1 million subscribers, I'll play the whole video for you.
Yeah, the end part is far worse. I myself can't even watch it to this day.
No, like Drew said Billy had never seen it. I don't know how. I think he has, and he just wanted to watch it and laugh again.
No, he's never seen that video. I've told him about it, but okay. I don't think I've ever shown it.
Well, we were on FaceTime in New York in our hotel room. And
yeah.
She's like, do you want to watch it? And I go, no. I'd rather.
The ending is no. He remembered the beginning, but he didn't remember the end.
Okay,
which probably means I didn't show it to him.
You're like, and it ends there
for good reason.
I thought he did. So, anyways, okay. So we asked we asked all of you to send in your most embarrassing fangirl moments. I'm not gonna lie, some of these are pretty bad, so I'm really excited to get into that.
So you guys have some nerve making fun of me.
So this first one's from Kiana. What are your thoughts, Drew, on Dave Franco?
I've never really gotten the hype. No. I
was gonna say that I've always thought he was hot. So
and he's also
different folks, different strokes.
And he's also really short too, which has never really been my vibes.
Sure.
Which you could just tell, but
Anyways, so this is from Kiana. She said, when I was 14, I discovered the love of my life, Dave Franco.
Okay.
I was so obsessed with him. I would obviously watch every single movie he was in, but would also make him a birthday cake for him on his birthday. Everyone at school knew my obsession. My junior year of high school, I made him a cake and brought it to school.
Junior year of high school?
So you're like 16?
Uh-oh.
My U.S. history class ended up singing happy birthday to Dave Franco and eating cake. That was the highlight of my high school career. I'm 22 now, and I've had a boyfriend for 5 years and a 3-year-old son, and I still make him a cake for his birthday because he'll always be my first love. That's really cute.
That's cute. The ending is cute. The rest of it, not so much. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Keelan. You know, I can't even judge because when we were in high school,
I used to decorate my backpack for the Jonas Brothers birthdays.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. Right. Happy birthday, Kevin. And then like on my computer, print it out, tape it to my backpack. And then I'd have a picture of Kevin Jonas on my backpack.
Yeah.
And at that point, because I'm a year older than everyone in my grade, I'm like 15 in the 9th grade doing that. So that'll do it. That'll do it. Obviously that. I also think too, like, I'm trying to think of other things that we used to do on their like if there was anything else I used to do on their birthdays. Even for Frankie Jonas, bro, I used to decorate my backpack. It's so embarrassing.
That I never did. I can confidently say that.
So embarrassing.
When we were in 8th grade, we did like the baby project, which was like
we had to like embarrassing.
We had to like pretend that we had babies, and like it was like a whole unit where we learned about finances, like taxes, how to budget, taxes, like all that kind of shit. And part of the assignment itself was to have a 10-pound sack of either flour or rice, and you had to carry it everywhere, and you had to dress it up every day. And before you start the unit, you had to like pick out of a hat whether you were single parent or you were married, and then you couldn't choose your spouse. Like we all got coupled. And when she did it and when I did it, she was a single parent, so she got to dictate everything. I was in a married couple, but I still dictated everything because the guy that I was with didn't care. So I was like, okay, we're gonna have a boy, and I'm gonna name it Nick, and like we named it after the Jonas Brothers, and like Dason said Joe was her husband because she was a single parent. And we'd like name it, and like we would name it using all their names and shit. So I can't even judge, to be honest with you. And my baby's name was Nick Jonas. So and then I remember the guy who was my husband was like, well, doesn't it have to have my last name? And I was like, no.
Don't be ridiculous.
Well, and I put my name in there too, like my last name. And then because he was so mad, I put his on there too. So he had 3 last names. That's me being a Virgo, me being a fucking bossy bitch.
Okay.
I was like, this is what we're going to do. Freddie. His name was Freddie. So.
Okay, this next one's from Brandy. She said, in middle school, I wrote a love letter to BooBoo Stewart, including me venting about all of my school drama. It was about 9 pages long, handwritten front and back. I asked my mom to mail that shit to his P.O. box, and she did, and never spoke to me about it again. My sister said my mom told her about it and said it was weird, but that she would do it for me anyways. # go moms.
The fact that your mom was like, it was fucking weird, but I did it.
Yeah, sure, I'll send it to him.
Did he write you back?
Doesn't look like it.
Is his real name BooBoo?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think it is.
You want me to look it up?
I'm just curious to know if that's his government name.
That's what the internet says. Oh, it's not. It's a nickname.
I knew it. See, I knew
He's
it.
a junior, so I think that's why they call him.
Oh, what's his real name?
Nails.
Nils?
Nils.
Nils.
Nils. Nils.
Oh, interesting.
Nils Allen, and then in quotation marks, BooBoo Stewart Jr.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the junior. Yeah.
He was also in Descendants, Flames,
and Twilight.
Well, obviously, everyone knows him from Twilight.
I feel like this person probably knows him from Descendants.
His sister is named Fievel, like the little mouse.
Mouskovitz.
True.
That's the character's name.
I think it's a nickname. I thought that was her real name.
Oh, okay.
But anyways,
well, that's funny.
She's really pretty. and she played a lesbian character in a show I watched.
They're both pretty. They're both very pretty people.
Yeah, he's called BooBoo. Her sister calls herself Fievel, and then their other sister's name is Megan.
The way that if I was friend, okay, how come that one doesn't get a normal name? Wouldn't you be pissed? I'd be like, how come everyone gets a silly whimsical name?
I think she's oldest, so they start being silly after the first one. I don't know.
I guess if that Fievel person was my friend, I would have her name as Fievel Mouskowitz in my like the full name inside my phone.
Is that his last name?
Yeah, Fievel Mouskowitz. It's a character.
I feel like you're making that up.
No. See? Look it
it's
up.
Mouskowitz. Witz.
Well, Witz is like how they pronounce it, like, because isn't he like Polish or some shit? No. He's like European.
What the fuck?
You know how like they say it, like someone will validate me once again. He's like European.
He's Russian.
Yeah, Russian. See? And they say Witz instead of Witz. I'm telling you.
Why do you know that?
Listen, I don't need to explain myself to you.
Why do you know that though?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm being dead serious. I don't know how I have that information in my brain.
He is a young mouse of Russian Jewish heritage.
Yeah,
who's driven
he's
from his
Jewish. I
native
knew that.
home due to anti-Semitic prejudice.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that's what the movie's about.
Yeah. See?
What do you think his mom and dad's names are?
I don't know.
Mama and Papa.
It doesn't get any more on the nose than that.
Did any of you have a weird fangirl phase with Mike? What's his name?
Fievel Mouskowitz.
I'm circling him, Michael. I'm thinking of Michael Moskowitz from Brit Test. Okay, this one's from Brie. They said, I have to live my embarrassing fangirl moment for the rest of my life. As a hardcore Demi Lovato fangirl, my first tattoo was Stay Strong with Demi's signature heart. It's still low-key sentimental, but also big-time cringe. I hate when people ask me about it and expect me to explain why I decided to do that at the ripe age of 17.
Damn.
That's
Tattooed?
crazy.
Is it in the same spot, like on the wrists and everything?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, you're stronger than me, that's for sure. Yeah, having to explain that, do you just make up a story? I would. I'd make up a story every time. It'd be a different one.
It's a bit.
Yeah, it's just
what can I think of on the spot?
Yeah, I would just think of, damn, the fact that you have to live with that forever is crazy.
That's a lot.
That's crazy. Well, see, that I feel like you reap more consequences as a fangirl if you're older.
Yeah.
Because you have the wherewithal to do more serious things.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, I didn't have that when I was like 12.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I would have made
I
whole
know.
bunch
I
of decisions.
always think that.
Yeah, like
I always
think about too the fact that like we're older. Like Dayson's 29, I'm 27. So like when we were fangirls, like media was not a huge thing. Like social media was barely starting at the time. So like it was YouTube was like in the very infancy stages, and MySpace was like the thing at the time. So I didn't have nearly enough like tools at my disposal to like record myself a lot, which I'm kind of grateful for now. Because God knows what would be on God only knows what would be on the internet if I had the ability. It would have been a bloodbath.
No, literally. This next one's from Lee. She said, I would force myself to cry when listening to Moments by One Direction. And I also got in trouble when my dad found out my username on a website was Nick's Girl. And this happened in front of my entire family.
You got in trouble for that?
Yeah.
Dude, why would you force yourself to cry during Moments? Was that because you thought they could see you or something?
Moments. How does that one go? I keep hearing the Ed Sheeran one that was on the first album.
I keep thinking of the song Same Old Mistakes, which is a different song.
Should I play it?
Yeah, play it.
Okay.
Oh no, I know it.
What?
I don't know the melody. But
I was literally about to sing Somewhere Only We Know, which is not a One Direction song.
No, it is not.
The Glee version of that though, iconic. Moments. How does that one go? I thought you were gonna sing it. I'm sorry.
Oh no. I remember the album artwork. They had like a black and white album artwork, I think.
I wanna be with you. Is that not on the first? That's on the first album.
Yeah, it is.
Is that the one that Ed Sheeran wrote?
No, he wrote Little Things. He might have written that one.
I think he did.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one where it's talking about getting an abortion?
No, that's
More
Small
Than
Bump.
This. I'm thinking of More Than This.
Small Bump is about
I
an abortion.
know that too, but More Than This is.
Come on.
Sorry. I'm out of touch.
The
Sorry.
fact that you were forcing yourself to cry is so funny. Have you guys rewatched the One Direction 3D movie lately? I did.
Thoughts?
It's pretty interesting when you watch it now.
Mm-hmm.
Older now, especially watching it as like a fully formed adult and then seeing what it is they were doing in their like early 20s is crazy.
Yeah.
Like absolutely insane what they were doing. Like in the 5 years they were together, they toured 4 times, which is crazy. Tour is like, I just can't believe they were doing all that shit at that age. And the way that like everywhere they went, there was like thousands of girls like screaming and crying and shit. Damn.
Yeah, especially if you compare it to the Jonas Brothers too. It was kind of
yeah, and you know what? I feel like we need to give the Jonas Brothers their flowers, man.
Yeah.
Because I've said like the Jonas Brothers walk so One Direction could run. Because the Jonas Brothers were also like one of the first like organic like bands. Like they're all brothers, obviously. But they used social media at the very, very beginning of social media to try and promote themselves, which they used. Their old ass YouTube videos used to crack me up. I'm really looking forward to cracking up.
Me typing it in.
Me looking up the Jonas Brothers YouTube show.
Yeah.
The Jonas Brothers show or whatever they called
The
it.
Nick J show.
Yeah, that too. Like they used that to like get more popular and then they did. So like, and then One Direction, obviously they had social media by the time they came out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's crazy to think about. You should rewatch the movie. They're pretty good. Both movies, the Jonas Brothers 3D movie and the One Direction 3D movie.
We're also in the Jonas Brothers 3D movie.
That we
Little
are.
Specs.
That we are.
Okay, this next one's from Peyton. She said, I vividly remember one time when I was in 8th grade. So, and she put in parentheses, so too old. I was talking to one of my crushes pretty seriously, and I was struggling with the fact that he wasn't Harry Styles. Legitimately, it made me feel uneasy, and I was wrong for giving my love to someone else. So I told him I couldn't be with him because my heart belonged to someone else. To this day, he never knew I was referring to Harry Styles, but my brother and best friends know the story and will never let me live it down.
You know what? That level of delusion, that's where I was living too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I literally was like, well, I guess it doesn't matter because I'm going to end up with Nick Jonas anyways.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely believed that when I was
feel
like
that,
10 years old. As if 2 Virgos could be in a relationship together.
Mm-hmm.
You're out of your mind.
This next one's from Jasmine. She said, in middle school, I was a full Directioner, and so was my friend. So in science class, we would spend the whole time writing each other imagines and one-shots with our faves of the band. She was a Nile girl, and I'm a Zayn girly. We would even write smut for each other, and thinking about it now makes me cringe so hard. We were obsessed.
Damn, you writing smut in middle school? With
For each other.
For each other? Not for randos on the internet? Damn.
Wild. I saw this thing on Twitter. I sent it to you today, and it was like, I don't know, however many years ago. This was today is the anniversary of the last concert Zayn ever did.
I saw that.
And someone retweeted and said the hardest part of this is look how good he
They're
looks.
like, not the point at all. It honestly kind of makes me sick. But why does he look so good on the Jumbotron?
Jumbotron.
I just feel like, well, yeah. I don't know. That is weird.
Yeah.
That is weird. I think it's funny that you're like, thinking about it now makes me want to die a little bit.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So this one's from Tyra. She said, in 2007, me and my friends went to go see the Jonas Brothers, and I couldn't see well in the stands. I had the bright idea to stand on the folding chairs. And when they came out on stage, I started jumping up and down and fucking fell backwards and hit my head so hard. Everyone was just staring at me and no one helped. My friend just laughed at me, and I had to watch the concert with a massive headache. I probably had a concussion.
The fact that none of your friends helped you up.
Fucked. Dude, one time we saw the Jonas Brothers at the Verizon Wireless Amphitheater. If you're a SoCal girly, then you know
For the ones
venue.
who know.
Right by Wild Rivers, another throwback.
Yeah.
And I wore these like knee-high socks because that was like the look at the time. And I knew when I put them on,
they were too tight.
They were too tight on my massive meaty cloth calves, right?
Yeah.
And It was so hot. I was dehydrated. That was also the day I burned my eyebrows off because I thought I was going to meet the Jonas Brothers and I didn't.
Yeah, we got our eyebrows waxed.
And my mustache. And then I literally got like skin ripped off my face right here. It was all red and
Well, Dayson's also allergic to wax, which we found out
again recently. But anyways, and so it's just not doing well. I burned my skin.
We were supposed to meet them. We didn't. Dayson had one of her eyes was swollen shut from her allergic reaction.
It was 8 million degrees. And on top of that, my socks are too tight on my calves. So what happens?
We're standing at an incline.
Yeah.
It's like on the
lawn. If you ever went to the Verizon
Yeah.
Amphitheater. Yeah.
So you're standing at like an incline, and then she started having a nervous breakdown because her calves were cramping from her too tight socks.
No, I almost fainted.
That too.
Yeah.
You know your calves were cramping though. You said that.
No, I know they were. I'm not saying that they weren't. Who said that they weren't? I didn't say that.
No, your calves were cramping.
No, they were for sure cramping.
I only remember because you told me so many times. Like my calves hurt.
I know. And then I had to lay down for the rest of the concert. It was embarrassing.
She had to lay on her back. And she wanted me to describe to her what was going on, and I did. And then, mind you, let me paint the picture of what we're wearing. We're wearing like little softy shorts. Like, again, I'm wearing yellow and blue. See what I mean? I had like a royal blue shorts.
Were those his, big UCLA fans or something?
I don't know why those.
And I was wearing green
and pink,
which is like such a gay color combo. Go ahead.
I was wearing, and they're like these scoop neck, like long t-shirts with sleeves, and we wore like camis underneath them and softy shorts, and then we had matching tube socks.
The stripes at the top match though.
Yeah,
the top and the
so
shorts.
I had blue stripes and Dayson had green.
You had blue and yellow, and then I had green and pink.
Yeah. And then I wore these Converse that I decorated.
Yeah, me too. I had the Vans that were the Velcro Vans.
Yeah, we like decorated them Jonas Brothers. I wish I still had them.
I know. I put the British flag on the toe of one of mine because Selena Gomez did it, and I thought it was so cool. Why? Imperialism.
Colonization.
Just something about it. I don't know.
Yeah. And we were wearing that, and then we were wearing a bunch of beads. Like I was just wearing a bunch of random colored beads.
Mardi Gras beads, yeah.
That I had gotten from other Jonas Brothers concerts. Yeah, that's the outfit I was gonna bag.
I had white Ray-Bans.
I had my red ones on that day, and Jason had white ones. Anyways, we leave early, and mind you, we had already been to several Jonas Brothers concerts. We had chased their tour bus already once, and so we tried to leave early to try and find it again. And we went. My mom was walking with us, and she was like, "Oh, let's go this back way." So we went in this back lot, and we were walking up and down. We were like, "Oh my God, these are their buses."
Before that, though, we met Forrest Whitaker. This is the year he won an Academy Award for.
That's right. And we met Wanda Sykes that night too.
We did. Yeah.
They were just that popular that every A-list celebrity was taking their children, their grandchildren, their nieces, nephews, like everyone. They were just that popular. So yeah, we did all that, and then we were walking in this back lot, and we are convinced those are their tour buses. We're like, oh my gosh, they're probably gonna get on here. We waited back there for a long time. The concert's over.
They didn't come back there.
But we took a picture in front of it, and then we were like, oh, we got this pic though. That's so cool.
Yeah.
And then we go home, and
next
day we upload them to the family computer.
We're checking them out.
I'm getting ready to put it on my MySpace. I go and look, and if you zoom in, in the picture, there's a sign in the front of the tour bus that says crew.
And I go, wait, what does that say?
It said AV in production.
But it was dark over there, so we couldn't see it when we were... There was probably people on the bus watching us, fucking idiots, and we're all,
and we're like,
I wish we still had those pictures. It's so funny,
dude. So embarrassing. That's so bad.
That is pretty bad.
This is a safe space for the cringe of being a fangirl.
Were you a fangirl for? We were a fangirl for Hunger Games.
Yeah, I wouldn't say a fangirl necessarily, but I
love it.
Them, yeah.
I loved the fanfare.
I loved the books more than I liked
the movies.
If I'm being honest.
I was so excited for Catching Fire to come out, and then I hated it.
That one was good though.
I liked the first Hunger Games.
I liked the second one.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it.
Are you gonna watch the new one that's gonna come out?
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Rachel Ziegler's in it, and I like her. So
I feel like the second one was really where I saw PETA come out swinging. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, because in the first one, he's so quiet and shit.
The way I was Team Gale is strictly because Liam Hemsworth is so hot.
Team PETA, I've been that way from the jump, and I was right. Now, the Hunger Games is resurfacing. I see it on my For You page all the time now.
Oh, I feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all that my thing is right now.
Same.
Is Hunger Games and Last of Us edits. It's a sickness.
I get so many Last of Us edits.
I want to
too.
like delete my TikTok and start it over because I want to crack up again.
I'm trying to look forward to cracking up.
But it's making it really hard to crack up on here. Literally nothing but Last of Us edits. It's enough. We get it. Okay. This one's from Emily. She said, when I was 12, I was super into this show on Animal Planet called River Monsters that Billy really likes.
Billy loves that show.
So I hand wrote a letter to the host, Jeremy Wade, and sent it all the way to England where his P.O. box is. He sent me back a signed photo and said, thanks for being a fan. I'm 22 now and I still have it somewhere. That's so cute.
That's sweet. That's a sweet story. And that's the only one Billy's going to care about. He was, when we were in New York seeing the Jonas Brothers this time, he was watching River Monsters.
Yeah.
Literally.
No, I know. He was explaining it to Alex.
Yeah, he was trying to explain it to Adam too. And Adam was like, I don't know who any of those people are.
Okay, we'll do two more. Ready? So this one's from Lena. She said, I can't remember how old I was exactly, but 11 or 12-year-old me wanted to meet Justin Bieber so bad, like everyone else. Well, I saw how many people would meet their favorite celebrities on Ellen that I literally had a drafted essay saved to my desktop on how badly I deserved to meet him and needed her help to do so. I'm so glad I never sent it in because they both give me the ick now. I know for a fact adult me would never forgive what embarrassing things preteen me would have done if that actually happened.
Oh my God. That's like that one story of that girl who like wanted to go to prom or something, and she went on Ellen, and Justin Bieber like, she like wanted to go on a date or something like that with Justin Bieber, and I think he like brought her roses or some shit. Like she got invited to the show under the guise of just watching the show, but she actually got to come on stage and he gave her roses and stuff.
When you watched the Justin Bieber 3D movie concert experience, did you wish you could have been One Less Lonely Girl?
I think that even then I was like, I wouldn't say no, but I'm not like fiending.
You're not
you know what I mean?
creaming your jeans trying
I'm
to get
not
up there?
like, pick me, but I'm also like, if you picked me, I'd be like,
not
sure,
opposed to it.
I'll let it happen. See where the wave takes me.
Yeah, I feel that.
That was like, even as a kid, Justin Bieber never really spoke to my spirit.
I always thought he was really cute, but he just seemed so little, like way too much younger than me, even though he's only a year younger than me.
Yeah.
Which is why I was always like,
Yeah, the strange part was he was a lot closer in age to us than the other people that we liked.
Yeah.
With the exception of One Direction, I feel like they were close in
Even
age to us
Nick
too.
Jonas, he's only 1 year older than me.
Yeah, but that's 3 years older than me.
Yeah, no, I
so
understand.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, he never really got me. Like, I felt like the other guys got me.
Do you feel like Journals is an underappreciated masterpiece like most people do?
To an extent, yeah. There are some bangers on Journals. I feel like, although that was his prime fuckboy era, he came out with some good tunes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he was real cringe. Like, when he was going through his, like, no shirt, hair all up like Pauly D, like gold
baggy
chain
jeans,
life. Like when he was being a big cringe ball, he was still putting out some jams.
I feel it.
Which I appreciate. Like Baby, I remember when Baby came out.
That album's really good too. Is that called My World?
I think so, yeah.
What's the black and white one? What's the black? Do you remember?
Yeah, I think it is My World. There was like My World and like My World 2.0.
Yeah, My World 2.0. That's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, like, yeah, the song Up, I had that song. That Should Be Me. That was a good one.
Pray.
I didn't really care for that one.
Yeah, me either. Me either. I hated that one. I don't remember the name of that album. Oh yeah, My World was the orange one, and then My World 2.0. Isn't Somebody to Love on My World 2.0? That's a good one. Yeah, Stuck in the Moment.
Stuck in the Moment's a great one.
Dude, Never Let You Go.
That's what I'm saying. He had some bangers.
Which one's Up? You said that one. What is that one?
And the song's on My World 2.0.
No, I know. I'm looking at it. I don't remember that song.
Play it. He's like,
I have to listen to this album, but
banger.
I'm not even joking. That's when someone asked me, "What are your like pet peeves with your siblings?" And so I was thinking with no matter how old we get, she'll remember the words to literally everything.
I won't remember your name, Paul Mescal, but I will remember the lyrics to
Up by Justin Bieber. Yeah, I feel that. Believe was not good. Did you like that one?
There were some good ones on Believe.
All Around the World. That's what that one's coming in.
No.
Wait, isn't what's The Beauty and the Beat? I loved that song.
No, there's another song on there that I like had me in a fucking chokehold. Hold on, let me see the track list.
Does it Take You?
No.
I forgot you had a track with Drake on here. Die in Your Arms, is that it?
No.
Fall.
Well, Boyfriend's obviously on there. That's a good one.
Believe.
Be All Right's a good one.
She Don't Like the Lights, Maria.
She Don't Like the Lights is a great one.
That song's awful, Drew.
He goes, she don't like the lights. That's what he says. It's about Selena.
But I gotta keep an eye out for Selena. I liked it, the Green album, Justice. I thought that one was fine.
Yeah.
I liked
If
Ghost.
we're not talking Peaches, I don't want to talk.
Peaches is on that album.
I know. I don't care about any other song on there. That's my point. Wait, isn't there a song? Isn't Stay on there?
Yeah, I like Stay.
That one's good.
Is that the one with the other guy in it?
With Kid Laroi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ghost is on here. I like that one.
Mm.
How does Stay go? Stay is Kid Laroi song. It's not just.
Oh, okay.
I was just.
Yeah.
Okay. That's that on that one.
Forgot you guys were here for a
Sorry.
second.
And then this is the last one I'm done. This is Steph. She said in middle school, I had a crush on Daniel Radcliffe. And she put in parentheses Harry Potter in case no one knew who Daniel Radcliffe is.
Interesting.
I read in a magazine interview that he was a fan of U2. So guess who became a fan of U2? Me. One day, a friend introduced me to a friend of hers. During some small talk, he asked me what bands I liked. I named a few and ended with, oh, and I like U2. He said, oh, and walked away. Later, my friend tells me I scared him away because I blurted out that I liked him after just meeting him. I was so embarrassed and never spoke to him again.
Oh, like he thought, and I like you too.
Yeah.
Grammar joke.
What an idiot.
What an idiot. Grammar, ever heard of it? I am not going to lie to you. I don't know anything about you two.
I know
Is that Bon Jovi?
Bono's,
No, sorry. Bono.
Bono isn't that fan.
I almost said.
Bon Jovi is a band.
Yep.
Don't say yep like you know that. You said
I'm inclined to believe you.
Don't say that like I'm an idiot because you just.
I wasn't. I was just saying yep.
Like you're just like sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds
that
good.
Sounds about right. I almost said not.
His name is John Bon Jovi. Can you believe that?
I feel like that's not real.
That's his name.
No, I know, but I'm saying like
if you can make up Michael Mouskovitz, if you can know the lore behind Michael Fievel Mouskovitz, then I can know the lore behind that.
Is she a big fan of that movie or something? Is that why she calls herself Fievel?
I don't know, but I'm gonna name my kid Fievel. That's really cute. And then Drew can call him.
It's a great cat name.
Drew can call him Mouskovitz.
It's a great cat name. Fievel is a great cat name.
Both my cats look like Fievels, so that makes
true.
sense.
What was I gonna say? No, I was gonna say Boney Bear on accident. I was like different.
Bon Iver? No.
Yeah, different
white guy.
Different white guy.
He's also a lot younger than Bon Jovi and Bono, so.
At this point, they're all Logan Lerman.
I guess you could just say I was really looking forward to cracking up.
I guess you could say that me personally, I was looking forward to cracking up.
I'm just gonna name this episode "Looking Forward to Cracking." Anyways,
every time.
I know. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this week's episode of Two Idiot Girls. If you want to be included in our embarrassing fangirl moments, we'll probably do one more part to this. Make sure you submit them to the link in our stories. You'll find it in the story highlights on our Instagram. And again, we usually get about 200 responses, and there's no way to include all of them, but we'll do our darndest. Okay,
we're doing our best.
We did talk.
We'll focus on the topic. You focus on looking
cracking
forward
up.
to cracking up.
But other than that, if you like this episode and you want to stream more, it's available everywhere you can listen to podcasts, and you can always watch the video version on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
But other than that, we love you and we hope you have a great week. Bye.
Bye.